A Milwaukee World War II veteran and her Army battalion made up of black women received a long overdue honor today. Lawmakers presented the 688 with the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest honor from Congress. The unit cleared a backlog of 17 million pieces of mail in just 3 months, making a significant impact on troop morale during the war. Milwaukee native Anna Mae Robertson is one of only 2 living members of the 688. At the age of 101, she watched the ceremony with family from home.
I want to thank the women of the 688. From all over the nation, the 855 women who served for their service. They're women like my constituent who is still alive, a young 101 years old, Private Anna Mae Robertson of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee on the national stage. Congress approved the medal in 2022. Car thieves going high-tech.
Stealing cars in a matter of seconds.
It's that quick.
It's just that quick. It's that simple and that quick.
12 News Investigates has a video of thieves in action. The gadget they're using to steal cars, the vehicles that are most vulnerable, and the device you can get right now to prevent your car from being taken next.
And the hot start for the Bucks in tonight's elimination game. The early highlights from Game 5 coming up in Big 12 Sports.
And I'm Blake Eason, live at the newsroom. Here's what we're working on for tonight at 10. Franklin's mayor accused of misconduct while working for the Waterford Police Department.
This was 100% a witch hunt, a fishing expedition.
Tonight, 12 News investigates with his response and the documents released in the case. Then recycling the NFL draft, the new life for the stage that was seen around the world. Tonight at 10 after The Rookie.
Thieves across the area are stealing cars in seconds. With the right tool in their hand, they can steal your locked and secure vehicle without even needing your keys.
The crime rising in Milwaukee involves more than 80% of vehicles. Investigative reporter James Stratton shows you how it works and how you can protect your car.
You are riding along with a Shorewood police officer called to Capitol Drive near the Milwaukee River for something suspicious. See the light flashing in the driver's seat? Police say the thief is programming a key fob to steal that blue Infiniti. They already broke the sunroof to get to the driver's seat, and as the officer drives back by, the silver Infiniti, already re-keyed, takes off, and the officer follows. Police say the crew also stole Austin Washington's Infiniti nearby shortly before.
You feel violated, right? Somebody was in your car, going through your stuff, stole your car.
Yep, looks like he busted out the sunroof.
Police say the same thieves broke into his car, smashing the sunroof, climbing in. Video shows the brake lights turn on and the car take off. His keys still in his apartment.
I thought I was doing everything right with the information that I knew about vehicles. I had no idea about these fob reprogrammers.
Thieves use a key programmer, typically one like this from the brand Autel.
They can basically break in the window, open the door.
Itai Rahamim owns Milwaukee Automotive Locksmith, specializing in helping people who actually need new car keys. Shows us how it works.
Hook up that programmer.
Hooking the device to the onboard diagnostic port on every American car, typically used by your mechanic. In the wrong hands, they plug in the device and signal the car to start.
We can just read the data for the car, which should take a couple seconds.
Thieves either have this attached to the device and don't need a key, or program dummy keys on the fly, which is what police say they did in the Shorewood thefts.
It's that quick.
It's just that quick. It's that simple and that quick. And yeah, I can put the car in drive and take off.
We timed it 40 seconds from the time Rahamim opened the door to when he started the car. Specific car brands are more vulnerable because they start immediately after programming the key.
07, 09 till about 2017.
Of Honda.
Yeah, Honda, Nissan, Dodge, Chryslers, Lexus, Toyotas.
Ford and GM don't start right away, which makes them harder to steal. Rahamim says thieves are holding locksmiths at gunpoint to get their hands on the programmers.
It's just sad that it's really come down to this, that they targeting us to be able to commit those crimes.
Milwaukee police say this type of car theft is on the rise so far this year.
I know at least of 19 reported cases.
The majority, Nissans, according to Sergeant Efrain Cornejo, stolen in this nationwide crime trend.
I'm aware of a couple other places that might be seeing different vehicles being taken.
You got to try and stay a step ahead of the criminals.
Washington now uses a wheel lock, parks in a well-lit parking lot. MPD also suggests a lock over your onboard diagnostic port, located under the steering wheel, to stop the thieves from plugging in the programmer. A sort of lockbox. It's a relatively inexpensive tool that you can buy at an auto parts store or online.
It's this cat and mouse game.
A cat and mouse game between criminals and car owners working to stop the rising trend.
And we emailed Autel, the main company that makes those programmers. They did not respond to our request for comment.
Now, James, you mentioned in the piece that we just watched, some cars are more vulnerable, but here in Milwaukee, criminals, well, they're targeting a certain kind.
Nissans and Infinitis, for some reason. Police are not exactly sure why those are stolen more than others. They say it could be hype around higher-end cars. Shorewood police in the story that you just saw did catch one of the suspects. He's charged with 3 misdemeanors and felony bail jumping.
All right, something to keep in mind, especially if your car is listed there. Thanks, James.
Training future transit employees, the Milwaukee County Transit System announced a new apprenticeship program for bus mechanics and operators. The goal is to address a staff shortage. 13 apprentices signed contracts today to participate in the program.
This is a huge deal for my family. I have 2 little daughters, and they think their mom is a superhero because of this. I am the only woman mechanic. I am the first African-American mechanic to do this, so this means a lot.
Each apprentice receives toolboxes